The Need for Speed series has been pitting us against the best street racers for almost 30 years now. With the newest entry in the franchise hopefully arriving next year, we thought we'd take a look back at the series as a whole and rank our favourite moments. This episode is all about the final races. You know the ones. It's all been leading to this final race against the guy or gal who's been taunting you all game. The one you really want to beat. I'm Mark from Racing Games, and today I'm here to tell you all about the 5 best final races in the Need for Speed series. Oh, and just a friendly warning, there will be several spoilers in this video, so if you don't want anything ruined for you, it's best you click off now whilst you still can. We have plenty of other spoiler-free content you can enjoy instead.
Heads up, cover, I'm shutting them down.
We're starting off our list with one of the classics. Need for Speed Underground 2 picks up where the first game left off, with the player as the best street racer in Olympic City. At least that is the case until Caleb comes steaming in his Hummer and totals your ride. You then spend the first stages of Underground 2 relocating and rebuilding your racing career, meeting new allies along the way, until you finally have the opportunity to take on Caleb one-on-one and end his stronghold on the street racing scene. This isn't the best race in the game, but it does tie up the story nicely. The comic book style intro fits the setting perfectly, and the player's desire for vengeance is all the motivation you need to get out there and win. What follows is an 11-minute race around the city, taking in all the sights and sounds you've become accustomed to as you journey throughout the game. The victory is all the more sweeter when you remember Caleb is the whole reason you lost your iconic Skyline GTR from the first game, and let's not forget that once you win, the iconic outro then plays.
Oh, that was amazing!
Awesome racing! I can't believe it!
It's over for him! Over!
Yes!
I can't believe it! Yes! Yes! We got it, baby!
Like a lot of the antagonists in the Need for Speed series, Darius is a guy you love to hate. I mean, for a start, he's your ally that double crosses you, then he tries to have you arrested, and if that isn't enough, he even steals your girl. Come on man, that's just not cool. Need for Speed Carbon didn't exactly have the best boss battles, but Darius is definitely the exception that proves the rule. After grafting for dozens of hours, all the while not knowing who betrayed you, it's a massive shock to learn it's actually the man who you thought was helping you all along. Just like with Caleb, that's all the motivation you need to exact your revenge, and with your allies and former girlfriend back on your side, you're able to take Darius down.
You know I spent that money that you got framed for? I bought Nikki everything that you couldn't.
Despite the race itself being a typical road race through the canyons, the gravity of the situation, combined with the sweet taste of victory yet again, just makes it the perfect ending to the game. And let's not forget that cutscene afterwards, as Darius realizes he's now a nobody. The look on his face.
Enjoy it while it lasts. There's always someone out there who's a little faster than you are. And sooner or later, they're gonna catch up.
Let's go cause some chaos.
So I know I said about spoilers, but considering this is the newest game in the Need for Speed series, I will try to avoid giving away too much here. This final race is epic, straight out of a blockbuster action movie. You start off by taking part in a quick race to attract the attention of the authorities, then once the cops are on you, you lead them to an illegal car shipment location. At this point, all hell breaks loose. There's a great throwback to the past as the BMW M3 from Most Wanted peels out of the facility, and it's your job to chase it down and total it. Sounds easy, but trust me, that's no mean feat. You can almost hear the heavy metal soundtrack thumping away in the film version of this stage as you weave in and out of traffic, chasing down a car you once loved to cruise around in, and maybe still do.
They say the pilot's in with Frank. At
Once the M3 is totaled, the cutscene starts playing, and then there's the twist. Okay, I'll stop talking now. I did say I wasn't going to spoil it after all. Need for Speed Heat might not be the best game in the series, but it certainly knows how to end on a high note.
You stop me, then what? I own this town! From Chopper.
It's the final leg. Bring it home, Jack.
A great mission does not make a great game, and this is sadly proven by the run's final stages. Stage 10 sees you complete the final leg of your journey from the west to the east coast of the USA. With the mob on your tail, the police now hunting you down, and even an armed chopper in the skies above you at one point, this is another mission straight out of Hollywood. Starting in Philadelphia, the player has to take on a series of 1v1 races whilst avoiding police roadblocks, along with regular traffic. This is before you factor in the tricky roads too, including tight hairpins, narrow lanes, and subway trains. Yep, you even take to the subway here. The final showdown takes place in downtown New York City, and sees the player take on Marcus Blackwell one last time. This race takes in practically all of New York, with one section seeing both racers storm across the Brooklyn Bridge before heading underground into the subway. There is a lot at stake during this race, with the main character needing to win in order to pay off their debts to the mob, so the tension is most definitely high. The police presence is reminiscent of the ending to Blues Brothers too, so feel free to chuck on some blues and jazz music as you speed along to really set the mood.
Repeat 1088.
If every race was like this, and there were more of them, the run could have been a great Need for Speed game. Sadly though, outside of the first and final missions, there wasn't really much to write home about, or race home about for that matter. At its core, Most Wanted is a tale of revenge, and you achieve your redemption in the game's final missions. With the game beginning with your car being sabotaged, that's the infamous BMW M3 by the way, and your character being arrested for illegal street racing, you literally have to start again with nothing. After climbing the blacklist throughout the game, you're finally in a position to challenge Razor for your old car, so you think it'll just be a quick sprint race or something, then cue credits, right? No. The race against Razor is a 5-part duel, with him in the very M3 he stole from you. Each part is harder than the last, and with no way to switch cards once you start, vehicle choice is just as important as race strategy. From a drag race to a final sprint to the line, Razor throws everything he has at you, so you have to be at your absolute best. Once you beat Razor, the game ends with a quick cutscene of everyone dancing along to This Is How We Do It. Oh wait, no, that's Saints Row 4. No, in Most Wanted you instead get a shed-load of cops on your back, and a text from your ally Mia telling you all of your garages have been seized and she has something to show you. That thing is that she's actually an undercover police officer, which is just great. Thankfully, she takes pity on you, and instead of escorting you to the slammer, she gives you a route out of the city, and all you have to do is evade every police officer and their dog to get there. Then the game ends. Whew!
We are bailing on the chase. Fuel levels critical.
There is nothing like the level of adrenaline you feel when you're being chased by the police in Need for Speed Most Wanted, and this is when they're at their absolute strongest. Most Wanted is our favourite ever Need for Speed game, so our top spot in our finale list just had to go to it as well.
Roger, body situation report. Find one requesting update.
And that's our list. Do you agree with our picks, or did we miss out an obvious one? Let us know in the comments below. For now though, thanks for watching. I've been Mark from Racing Games. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and now I'm off to fill in my entry form for the Blacklist. I've heard there's a spot opening up soon, and I'm pretty sure me and my Nissan Micra will go far.